What's going on, everybody? Doc, Average Gamer Guys, back yet again. Another barter only weapons testing. And I've had a few comments about this. A couple of folks, a couple of friends have told me that I need to jump in and try this gun out as part of this series. And since wipe is relatively fast approaching, better now or never. You know what it is by the thumbnail. This freaking Nerf gun, dude. Oh my god, we're gonna die. This is gonna go terribly. We're gonna die. We're gonna give somebody a FLIR today. Only one, because I'm only gonna be able to get one of these. Oh man, what an interesting gun. So this is what we're talking about today. Really quick intro before we dive into the gun and talk about it a little bit. If you're not familiar with the series, we basically take guns. We are focused on barter only weapons as part of this series, but this is kind of a subset of a bigger series. We've been doing a lot of weapon testing out some of the new guns, testing out some guns that maybe have kind of rotated out of the meta before. So we have a whole playlist of that if you're interested. This is probably our 4th or 5th episode of this specifically, but we're focused in this one specifically on barter only weapons. And from that point, we have continued to kind of modify this a little bit, and we're moving forward. At the end of this, I'm going to score this gun. I have a couple of different criteria. We're going to talk about value, we're going to talk about handling, which includes ergo and recoil. We're going to talk about a cool guy factor, viability, and where to use. So I give scores for all of those just to give you a sense of if these guns are worth it or not. And then we go, we run some raids, and we test them out. We try to have some fun, we push some PvP, and we see what we run into. This one's going to be interesting. So let's talk about the Nerf gun a little bit here. If you're not familiar, this is a Saiga 12 gauge. Where can you get it? You can get it from Mr. Jaeger, I believe, as early as level 3. So level 3 barter. I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to cost you about 1,900,000 to 1,000,000 rubles to get. Between 10 sprats, 10 aquamari, and 10 squash, it is a relatively expensive barter. But obviously, you get a FLIR, so like, we'll talk about value a little bit, but there is a little bit here. But just with current prices of these, just so you don't think I'm crazy, I bought mine on average for about 20K, so we're talking about 200,000 for that. These were right around the 40 mark, so we're talking about another 400K there. That's 600K, and then these were coming in at I bought mine probably closer to the 30, so you might be able to get a little bit cheaper than I said. Now, obviously, a lot of this stuff you can find. You can make aquamaris, you can find sprats and squash relatively easy through raid, but to get 10 of them is quite a bit, so do just keep that in mind if you're going to buy that stuff. That's what it's going to cost you. What do you get in the package here? What all comes on this bad boy? Let's go ahead and let's edit the preset here really quick, and let's talk about it, if it'll load. So the cool part is, as you know, you get a FLIR. If you're not familiar, this is a thermal optic, a 2.5 and 9 times optical zoom, so you can switch between the two. Arguably the lesser of the two thermal optics, weapon mounted, that we have in the game. However, a lot of people actually do kind of prefer the FLIR, especially for the ability to get the zoom. Shooter preference on that. It is a good sight. It is a good sight. The Saiga itself, obviously, you do get an MOE, the stock here with the rubber butt pad, which is pretty good. This is actually the top tier, or one of the top tier stocks that you can throw on. We do get a power mag. That's not something to kind of scoff at all. This is a 20-round drum mag for the Saiga, which is not super rare, but is not easy to obtain and is not cheap typically on the flea market. We do get the B25U, so the RK1 on the side grip there, which is, again, one of the better foregrips we got. We get some super high-powered flashlights. We get a little laser device, and then obviously we get a suppressor, in addition to some of the mounts and a few of the other things that we get on here. The saw pistol grip, not terrible either. So how does this stack as far as if you were to go in and have to purchase all of these items? Now, the FLIR is obviously the most expensive piece of this. You can purchase this from Jaeger level 4 for 676 100,000 rubles. Now you can also do a trade. Probably the best trade that's going to actually save you a little bit of money is this one right here with Mechanic. You can do the sugar trade, but sugar and aquamaris both relatively expensive. You need 10 and 6 of those. I don't think you're saving a ton of money there, but between the iridiums, the MGTs, and the MCBs, you could actually save a little bit of money off of this. Not a ton, but this is a little bit of a cheaper barter, especially if you are able to either craft or find a few of these items in raid. Obviously that will bring the cost down. It's not too much farther. It's probably sits, I did the quick math, but I don't remember, so I don't want to say it. It's not much cheaper, but you probably save yourself about 100,000 rubles or so, maybe a little bit more than that, depending again what you can get that stuff for. So with that kind of in consideration, value wise, it's still not great, to be honest with you. That's definitely the most expensive part. The Saiga itself is like 25k from Jaeger. MOE4 or pistol grip stock, wow, hello, words are hard. MOE stock is really not that expensive. The clashes aren't not that expensive. The power mag is honestly probably one of the more expensive things that you're going to be able to have to equip on this thing. The B25 is about 26k if you can get it from the trader, more if you can't. Value wise though, you're just not getting your money back, to be honest with you. You're really not. It may be close to a break even once you throw the power mag into it, but other than that, you're better off just like, if you're considering like, oh, I should do this to get the FLIR because I'll save, no, don't do that. Just go trade for the FLIR. It will certainly save you some money in the long run, and you have a couple more options to be able to do that depending on what you have in your stash. So you probably know what I'm going to say about value, but that's where we're sitting at. So we are going to have some fun. Here's the other thing. So when you do buy this, just a total side note, when you do buy this, it comes with a mix, and you can see I did it with the bag. I'm going to show you. It comes with a mix of 50 BMG and these Paleva 3 slugs. I'm not going to use that because I actually want to kill people, or try to. So we have a mix of Flechetti and AP20. And it took me about 5 minutes to load this mag. I did the same thing with all of these. Okay, I put AP20 Flechette, AP20 Flechette, and I rotated them. So we're gonna run some 10 rounders here. In addition to that, you can see we got a Thor and we got an Altanon. I'm gonna go factory. I'm gonna try a night factory first. I think we might actually have a slight bit of an advantage. If we can like throw the flashlights on and then actually look through the sight. The problem is a 2.5 zoom optic in factory is going to be really, really terrible. We're running the Alton and the Thor, so hopefully we can stay alive. I get one shot at this because again, he will not reset fast enough, and I'm not waiting around to be able to do this. Oh, I actually can. Okay, so we can get 2 shots at this because he must have just reset, and I have enough money to burn to buy the rest of these things. So we're gonna jump in a factory. We're gonna see how this goes. Let's get to the raid, test this bad boy. Before I do that, I wanted to do this. I am gonna go into, let me take this off really quick. I do want to go into the hideout really quick, and I do want to test this very, very fast because I think we'll get a good feel, just in case. We're gonna get a good feel. We're gonna get a really good feel for how this thing maneuvers. Now, I will tell you, I'm kind of surprised. You get this like crazy sway when you bring this gun up. Yeah, that's just like, there's the recoil, and literally like out the gate. Oh my gosh, out the gate we jammed up. We're gonna scare the shit out of it. Like it keeps doing this too. We're not even through this really scares me, actually, because we're not even through. We can't get through the mag. So like my one hope was that I was gonna be able to just like burn the rounds on this thing. If this works like this in raid, like, we're in trouble. I'm not even getting through these 10 rounders. Oh my gosh. And this is a fresh one too. This is brand new. Oh no. All right, maybe no panic fire. We're gonna have to just control. I'm glad I tested this. That would have been really sad. Wow. Okay, well, yeah, as you can see, it's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get really interesting here. This is gonna get really interesting. I should have showed the stats really quick, and I need to do that. So with the 20 rounder in, we get a whopping 0 ergonomics. Oh, it has 164 vert recoil and 273 horizontal recoil. Now, if we take the 20 rounder out, which is kind of interesting, we actually do go up to 16, and if I throw that in, we drop it down to 9. So it's not great. It's not great with the 10 rounders in, but it is certainly much better than the power mag. So this is what we got. Let's go give let's go give some Night Factory a try. We'll see you in the raid. All right, so we loaded into this raid like very fast. Like, oh. All right, we got the back corner. I'm painting. I think we go flashlight, like full bore here. It is so hard to see. Maybe Night Factory wasn't the play. I don't know. I just don't want to lose the gun. That's like...
Эй, земляк! Как наблюдаешь?
I gotta keep track of my ammo here too. This is like... This is not easy to use.
Везде там раки ебаные! Вали хуесоса!
It's the flashlights. The flashlights are so bright that, like, I don't know, man. Oh my god. Like, the advantage is definitely ADS, right? Or it should be. This is the other problem. I can't see through the damn windows here. gunfire feels okay. Moderately controllable. The zoom on this is just not good. Maybe that is why I did get in so quick. I was kind of wondering, I was a little nervous that it was going to be like load in super fast, just get a full lobby, which I guess would have been better than this. I will say it feels pretty accurate, to be honest. Like, I don't Guy shot me in the face. Okay. Well. Yeah, the ability to pick up a target. Not easy. I was hoping we were gonna get maybe some like nighttime gamers. It's weird. It feels like it's definitely the mix of ammo. It's definitely the mix of ammo. We'll just reset here. I'll try a daytime factory, and we'll see how it goes. All right, we got in this daytime factory raid pretty quick too, but I'm fairly confident we'll have players here. Actually, the preferred spawn to try this out. Well, it worked. What is this guy doing? The 2x is not good here. It's not good. Where's that guy?
Вон он, блядь, ебать его! Тупый! Вот петух!
I don't see him. my god. Oh my god. Oh no. This is at level 65, bro. I think that's it for our test. I think I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I cannot believe that. Running the Ash Daddy too. That is hilarious. I can't get over it, dude. I can't. I really can't. Oh my god. Thor, Alton, and Nerf Gun versus basically class 4 and and an Ash Daddy. We got the W on the push too. Oh, the Nerf Gun. Best gun in the game. Look at how thick we came out. Oh my god. Bodacious Jugs. GG's, my dude. He's gonna have gotten hit by flechettes and AP-20 and been like, what in the actual hell? Did we headshot this guy? No, we thoraxed him. We had to have probably hit this guy with AP-20, I would imagine. You see, we didn't do a ton of armor damage there. Probably because we were hit. Looks like we were hitting some limbs, and well, we hit thorax there, and then the AP-20s just punched through armor so good. That was amazing. Okay, so just very quickly, just in case anyone is curious, our armor did take quite a bit of hits. That one dude definitely hit us in the face. So Alton for the win, and which is interesting because this stopped. If he has anything better than M80s, we're in trouble. Our bodacious level 65 USEC here had 2 tags on him, so that was the factory wipe there between the two of us. And then he was rocking PS12B in all of these, so he should have killed us. But he didn't. We survived with the damn Nerf gun. I gotta jump into my rankings here, my ratings, and my gosh, let's just quickly look at the stats again. They are absolutely terrible. No ergonomics. Again, 164 vert recoil and 273 horizontal. Let's jump into my first one. Value, literally a 0. Like, the Saiga is so cheap, and you can actually mod a Saiga pretty nice. I think you struggle with the Saiga running a suppressor. That's what really hurts your ergonomics, and a gun like this, you do need to be able to pull up quickly. The mounts, the foregrip, everything else like that, you can definitely do cheaper, better options than what's on here. And the power mags are cool, but I don't think they're worth the reduction, the heavy reduction in ergonomics. I would personally run the 10 rounders if you're gonna run a Saiga, and I think it's a good mix of having 10 shots, decent amount of ammo to be able to put somebody down. I personally would run AP-20s. That's just me. Flechettes still do the job as well. I think you're going to be able to drop targets with 10 of either, and I think you can have a better overall gun for way cheaper don't put a FLIR on it. If you want to get the FLIR, go do the other barter trades, or just straight up buy it, but go do the other barter trades, or even look in your hideout if you're far enough to actually craft one. I think it's going to be way cheaper than this gun, so value literally zero. Jumping into handling, I was actually surprised for having 0 ergonomics how quick the gun actually did pull up. That was probably just a figment of my imagination, and the fact that I surprisingly got 2 PMC kills out of this thing. It's not good. What is really tough, and I don't know if it's accentuated with the FLIR or not, I would have to test with a different sight, but when you pull it up and it has that little weapon sway, that really makes me nervous, to be really honest with you. It's a heavy gun, and pulling it up and having it sway back and forth, like, you need to be able to pull this up and get it on target, and yeah, that's tough. So I'm gonna give ergo gets a 0 because it literally has none. Recoil relatively manageable from hip fire perspective. Anything longer than that though, pretty bad. I'm gonna give that a 1 for an overall handling of 0.5, like literally 0.5, just because you can sort of control the recoil, I guess. I don't know. Cool guy factor 5 out of 5. This is definitely one of the dumbest, most meme barter weapons, if not the most memey barter weapon you can get in all of Escape from Tarkov as of the recording of this, and I freaking love it. I wish they would do a few more of these, like put them on the top tier traders, make them I don't want to say ridiculously expensive, but make them more expensive than just buying the items themselves. And I would love to see more of these on some other things. It's just so funny. There is another one of these that I am going to try. It's the Saw, and it actually also has a FLIR on it. That one will be interesting, but I think that is actually a little bit more viable. But 5 out of 5 for cool guy factor. Viability literally 0. Maybe 1. You can see we got to. I'm second guessing myself here. I have to at least give it a 1 for viability because we got 2 PMC kills on factory with it, which is probably more to talk about the ammo than it is this horrendous gun. But we did get 2 kills, and we killed a level 65 who was running Ash Daddy. So I guess it gets a 1. Gets a 1 for viability. Where to use? Literally nowhere. You can super. Okay, I'll take that back. I'm trying to take this somewhat seriously, but it just this gun, I can't look at the thing. I just can't. Here's what I will say. Here's what I will say. You could hypothetically put AP20s in this bad boy, use the FLIR, and I would take it into a nighttime, maybe customs or woods, somewhere where you can use the FLIR to a good advantage. It's not going to do great. It will actually do fine in close quarters, as you clearly have seen. Recoil from the hip is certainly more than manageable. The flashlights at night, you could just blind the living daylights out of somebody using night vision, and you have a FLIR on it, so that's where I would put it. I would put it outside of nowhere. I would put it somewhere where you could use the range of it, and AP20s I think would be your best friend here. And so customs or woods at night is going to be key, and I think that would make for some fun. So hopefully you enjoyed this one. We picked up some pretty crazy loot. We got into a little bit of good PvP. The night raid was absolutely dead. I don't think we had anybody. It is what it is. That was still fun to just kind of be scared and run around in there. And hopefully let me know what you think in the comments down below about my ratings. If you want to give it a try, you know we're close to wipe, go give it a run. It is really fun. I was kind of hoping to donate it to somebody. I'm glad I didn't donate it to that level 65. I don't know if he would have appreciated it. That first guy may have, if he would have been able to kill me, but I wanted to test it out. Had we not had the ult, we were in trouble there. That's the other way I would run it too. Make sure you got some big armor on and a helmet that can take some bullets, because you're probably going to get shot first before you kill anybody with this thing. So really quick, like, comment, subscribe for YouTube. We're trying to hit 10K. If this is your first time checking this series out, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for watching. We've got a whole I was gonna say play test. We've got a whole series of this playlist that you can go check out. So be sure to do that. We've tested some other guns that definitely are a lot more viable than this one, and we're just, as you can tell, having fun with this. But we are going to continue this. I'm excited for next wipe and the additional weapons that brings, and the additional weapon barters that we're getting, and we have a few more on tap for this series before we wipe, so stay tuned to that. And again, we're trying to hit 10K on the YouTube before the year is out. Every subscription counts, so thank you so much. Comments, let me know how I did on my ratings, what you agree or disagree with. In addition to all that, I'm gonna flash some socials at you: Twitter, Twitch, Discord, TikTok. We post some content over there. Discord, best place to stay up to date with the channel. Always post when we got a new video, whenever we're going live. We do stream over on Twitch Fridays and Saturdays, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, and randomly throughout the week when we can. So be sure to give us a follow. We'd love to see you live. We do stupid things like this a lot live, especially now that we're at the end of wipe. We've been having some absolute blasts of streams, so we'd love you to give us a follow. Come swing by, chat with us, hang out with us. We have a pretty good time running some EFT, and it's cool. It's cool. And yeah, we got some other socials, so check us out. I will wrap this one up. Doc, Average Gamer guys, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next weapon testing series video. Peace.